Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring the Weird Frontiers RPG. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review, featuring this Dungeon Crawl Classic style Weird West role-playing game, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about the magic of the Revelators and how to use Dungeon Crawl Classic spells in this RPG. The Revelator class is touched by the divine. They cut a path through the dark curtain of night, truly on a mission from God. Now, Christianity is used as the background for the Revelator powers, but it is quite possible for you to handle things as good and evil being separate from dogma and doctrine. And besides that, the word God is a Proto-Germanic word that existed before Christianity, so it's all set if you wish to handle it like that. A Revelator suffers a fall from grace anytime they roll a natural one while attempting to perform a miracle, turn back the night, or use the healing ability. Rolling a natural one symbolizes the action is against the wishes of the divine being. Anytime the Revelator fails at attempting a miracle, turning back the night, or magical healing, the threshold for fall from grace increases by 1. Any miracle, turn back the night, or magical healing roll made by the Revelator that falls within the fall from grace range will automatically fail, even if it would normally succeed. The fall from grace threshold does not reduce or reset until atonement or a sacrifice is made. After rolling a result in the fall from grace range when attempting to use a class power, the Revelator should immediately roll and sum a d4 for each point in the roll result and reference the fall from grace atonement chart. Modify this result by any luck modifiers before applying the atonement chart results. Each atonement chart result states when the fall from grace threshold is reduced. If the Revelator has multiple sins to atone for, the atonement chart results can overlap to reduce the fall from grace threshold at one time. Revelators can reduce the fall from grace threshold by sacrificing personal gains. This can come in the form of cash, gold, or valuables found or plundered from the forces of darkness. Significant acts of kindness can also help to reduce the threshold. Judges should be fair with what they grant to Revelators attempting to atone. A donation of $50 would go far in feeding the orphanage for a month, but rolling their sleeves up and taking a hammer and shingles to the leaky roof would be a genuine act of kindness coupled by hard work. Average sacrifices typically reduce the fall from grace threshold by 1, while truly giving deeds and large amounts of wealth can reach 3 points of reduction. Judges should be strict but fair, so you can obtain fall from grace atonement chart results such as visions of darkness flood the Revelator's mind as they are shown the ultimate outcome of continual failure. The Revelator must commit to 1 hour of uninterrupted prayer when able and suffers a -1 penalty to all divine ability checks until the penance can be paid. Or perhaps a swarm of crimson locusts attack the Revelator. The attack causes the Revelator to suffer a -4 penalty to all divine ability checks being used when the fall from grace occurred. 1 hour must be spent in prayer for the punishment to go away at the end of the day. Otherwise, an additional 24 hours must be endured with the penalty. Perhaps the Revelator must endure the ultimate test of faith. All divine abilities are stripped and only return after the Holy Warrior follows a strict fast, suffering 1d3 stamina loss each day until 4 or less stamina points are left, after which the Revelator regains their abilities. Now, when it comes to using Dungeon Crawl Classic spells in Weird Frontiers, it's very easy. You just apply them as they are described. In only a very few specific cases, you will have to tweak some things, but the great majority of arcane and clerical spells can be applied to Weird Frontiers. You have the information on the level, range, duration, save, etc. concerning both the Weird Frontiers RPG spells and the Dungeon Crawl Classic spells. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to talk about some of the spells for each of the classes in the Weird Frontiers rulebook. When it comes to the Revelator, it is very typical or classical of the character that is doing some sort of penance when he has transgressed any sort of virtue or way according to a divine path. And as I previously mentioned, you don't need to tie it to Christianity whatsoever. You can handle it as a polarity of good and evil that exists independently from dogma or doctrine. And as you can see, it's very easy to use the spells contained in the Dungeon Crawl Classics rulebook with the Weird Frontiers RPG. Thank you for watching this part of the review, and thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. And remember, it is better to roleplay and fail in character than not to roleplay and fail as a player. Once again, thank you, and see you later.